Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Tom Spark. Welcome back to another video. And this year we've reviewed over 40 VPN providers. Some are good, some are bad, some are pretty good, and some are amazing. We're going to be giving out the VPN awards today. My opinion this time.
Hey guys, just a reminder to check out vpntierlist.com. It's a collection of all my ratings on the channel, and you're going to find lots of helpful information here on how to choose a VPN. Anyways, back to the video.
Now, we already covered your guys' opinions on VPNs and the awards you've given, and I made a video talking about those results, and you could check out that video on the channel as well. But today we're mostly going to be focusing on my opinion and what awards I'm going to be handing out. So guys, the first award I'm going to be handing out is the Most Toxic Community Award, and I'm definitely going to have to give this to Windscribe VPN. Now, I actually talked to Yegor about this a little bit privately. I was telling him I think that he needs to somehow improve the community or make it less toxic, or somehow work to make it less toxic, but he didn't really seem to think it was a problem. He thinks that people who like Windscribe are passionate about it, and this is what kind of gives them this toxic nature. And this very well could be true, and I think it is true. But I think that Windscribe especially has a community where it is very focused on us versus them. I've encountered more toxic trolls with Windscribe than any other VPN company. The people who like Windscribe are fanatics and almost cult-like for the VPN, which is kind of unfortunate because I think the VPN overall is quite good and one of the better VPNs, and it would rank higher if people were less toxic and more inviting to outsiders or people who have different opinions than them. So there you go. The Sexiest VPN Award, followed by the Most Toxic VPN Community Award, I think is actually going to have to go to Windscribe as well. And Windscribe has made some pretty good advancements in interface and how their application works. I think a lot of VPNs can kind of learn from this constant iteration they've been doing on their applications to make them look better. They've really kind of made a push this year to make their applications look better, and they've made good improvements as well in terms of their, extensions, as well as adding more features there. So it is a very good looking app, definitely one of the better looking apps out there. Fastest VPN award this year is probably going to be kind of a tie. It's probably going to be between TorGuard VPN and ExpressVPN. Now, ExpressVPN had a slight edge, maybe like a 5% or a couple percent faster, download speeds and speed result tests. However, it's over 3 times as expensive as TorGuard VPN, and the difference is pretty negligible. So it's kind of a toss up there between TorGuard and ExpressVPN for fastest VPN, but TorGuard is a better deal overall. So I think it's going to be a faster VPN for most people, since more people can afford it than ExpressVPN. Next up, we have Most Reputable VPN Award, and this one is probably going to be a tie between TorGuard VPN and AirVPN. AirVPN has long since been one of my companies that I really like because I like how transparent their forum community is. They decide when they want to implement things, like they don't want to implement WireGuard because it's not secure yet, whereas a lot of other VPN companies are just kind of jumping on the bandwagon and implementing it to kind of look like they are secure and trendy. Whereas AirVPN has been around for a long time. They're not just going to implement any kind of new trend or anything like that. They're going to wait and make sure it's security tested and vetted. And overall, their community is very transparent. I like the moderators on their website, and they hardly ever even talk to me. They're not really interested in collaborating or talking to affiliates, which I think is sometimes a good thing. They do have an affiliate program, but it's only 20%. So it's very reputable, and they're not paying off shills. They've even come out on their, forums saying they don't pay for any reviews. So overall, I think it's definitely one of the strongest VPNs in terms of its reputation. We also have TorGuard VPN, which is very good as well. But you've seen me talk about it on the channel a lot already, so I'm not going to go into it too much here. So let's go ahead and move on to the next category, Best Streaming VPN Award. Now, there are several VPNs on the channel that do work with all the streaming options. Not too many though, maybe like 4 or 5 or 6 that can work with Netflix, BBC iPlayer, Prime Video, and Hulu. My favorite personally is going to be TorGuard VPN because you could get a streaming bundle for $60 a year with 2 streaming IPs, and this is going to be the best permanent way to access any content unblocked. Now, a lot of VPNs will give you some access. So take, for example, NordVPN is one popular solution that people like because it's so marketed. It can work to unblock Netflix on your PC or something like that, but it's not going to work on the Fire Stick, and they even have documentation on the website explaining that. TorGuard's not going to have that problem because you could just plug in the same streaming IPs used on a computer into the Fire Stick app, and it's going to work no problem. That's why it's such a good streaming VPN. And this year they really stepped it up by introducing the streaming bundle, making things more affordable and giving you more actually for a less cost. Formerly you would have to buy IPs that would bill every month, and it was a little bit expensive, but still a good solution since it was so reliable. Now what they've done is bundled it all year and made it more affordable, and have given you an extra IP if you want to watch Japan or UK kind of streaming services. Best VPN Overall award is going to go to TorGuard again. Now, at the risk of making this list, I might come across as biased or something like that, but what does a best VPN mean? Well, it means it's going to have a good price. TorGuard is $5, $30 a year, $5 a month, or you can get the streaming bundle, so there's a lot of options there. It's got some of the best live chat in the industry, some of the best customer support. People on my Discord all the time are saying, wow, they responded to me in 5 or 10 minutes. That's pretty good. Not only that, but it's going to be one of the fastest VPNs I already mentioned for torrenting and streaming. Overall, guys, it just kind of checks all the boxes in each single category, and that's what makes it the best. Now, controversy, let's talk about the worst VPN. I think one of the worst VPNs this year, I've checked out recently, is probably going to be XVPN. I couldn't even get it to work at all. None of the protocols were even named, and it was very confusing. The support wasn't very helpful, and they just kind of told me to rotate between protocols. It's kind of like a more iOS-based VPN, not like a real PC VPN maybe even. So that's definitely probably one of the worst ones. I also was very disappointed with Surfshark VPN. I think it's kind of like an offshoot of NordVPN, even though I don't have any proof to show that. But it does have very similar marketing methods and similar kind of website and stuff like that. I couldn't get it to work either. It seemed very buggy and unreliable. So those are probably going to be some of my worst VPNs this year, kind of going for a tie there. Most improved VPN award this year would go to, I'm not really too sure on this one. I think most of the VPNs on my list have kind of been right around where I expected them to be. VPNs don't really make huge jumps and gains necessarily that often. They'll add more servers and stuff like this, and they will sometimes be bumped up in my list because I will do new speed tests and they're a little bit faster or something like that. ExpressVPN got bumped up a little bit this year for getting some really good speed tests. However, TorGuard has increased server simultaneous connections from 5 to 8, which is very good, and they've had that streaming bundle, and they've improved speeds on servers and stuff like that. I've seen people in my Discord also talking about that. Windscribe has also made some good improvements this year with their UI, making new app updates in terms of the interface like I described earlier. They've pushed out a new extension and stuff like that, so I think that's also very good. In terms of most of the other VPNs though, hasn't really been too big of news on improvements. I got an email recently about Cactus VPN making some improvements, so maybe that could be something to look into, but it's always been pretty solid overall. So I think most of the VPNs this year, in terms of the rankings at least, have stayed pretty consistent, and no one's really improved that much besides maybe like TorGuard and Windscribe. I think are pretty notable for that. Best customer service, again, gonna sound like a broken record here. It's gonna be TorGuard VPN. They have 24/7 live chat. The support tickets are super quick and reliable and good. And overall, they just have really solid customer service. A lot of VPNs are kind of hiring, third-party, Indian people to handle the customer support. Windscribe has some customer support representatives, but a lot of them are bots. A lot of VPNs out there don't have any live chat at all, so it's actually pretty impressive to see a VPN company have such good customer support. Most anonymous and secure VPN award, well, this one is kind of, more of the same category as best VPN. Now, I'm not going to really nominate the best VPN here at TorGuard for this category. I'm going to kind of give it to someone else, just to kind of balance out the awards a little bit. I'm going to give this one to probably Mulvad VPN. A lot of people like Mulvad VPN because it's very intuitive and easy to check out. Now, is it really that more anonymous and secure than some other VPN providers out there, like Windscribe, TorGuard VPN, ExpressVPN, some of these other VPNs that are popular? Well, it's not really that much secure and private when you're checking out. It's just more intuitive and easy to remain private and secure when checking out. So what I mean by that is when you check out, you're going to be assigned a code, and you can just use that code to log into your app, and you don't really have to create an account with an email or anything like that. You can just pay, even to put money on that account. So it's just more of an anonymous kind of checkout system where you don't have to give them any information. Now, with other VPNs, can you make an anonymous email, give this not an ESC email, and also pay with Bitcoin and still remain anonymous and secure? Well, yes. Mulvad just makes it a little bit easier and kind of intuitive to check out and get started. So it's pretty easy. Maybe it could even win the award for best kind of sign up process. But in terms of anonymity and security, people really do like it because they don't have an affiliate program, which means that most reviews are either too harsh or pretty legitimate. The company has pretty good reputation as well, and overall it's just a pretty solid product. Anyways, guys, those are some of my thoughts on the VPN awards this year. I know that Torguard won a lot of them, but that's just how it goes. It really does excel in a lot of categories, so you're going to see it placed among different options here. I could have just made it so one VPN could only win one thing, but I think it's important to show that one VPN can be good at many things and even better than other VPNs who kind of try to push their own separate niche, if that makes sense. So these are my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments down below, and I'll see you again very soon.